Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, dwyrin here, and it is Friday, and that means today is Basics Day. Now, last time we did do a Killing Basics video, and if you're expecting that to be what we are going to do again today, sorry, you will be very disappointed. That is not what we're going to do. To get to that stage, it is very, very important to note that you have to have a firm grasp of the very basics, the fundamentals of the game, so you know things like shape, direction of play, all that good stuff. Reason being, if you don't know these things and you are just trying to attack your opponent for, no real reason, then you become a tie gem player, and if they just dodge you and take a larger point, you kind of start feeling rather silly for yourself, taking those larger points and you know how to fight. That's when you become someone who's scary to play against. So today, to that end, I think we are going to train our basics by trying to get in a nice, either a building game where we take those basics and just expand upon it and see how much of a large area we can obtain for ourselves, because we know where all them large points are in the game. Or if we don't have the option to do that, maybe we're white or something, we'll try and do an invasion. Those are the two ideas I have today. Also, before we get a game real quick, I just want to go ahead and mention once again to thank my patrons and my subscribers, without whom none of these videos would be possible. And I don't thank you guys enough. Now, let's go get a game. Alright, so here we are in KGS playing against a 5Q. Gonna go ahead and say hello and be nice. He has a 3-4 stone facing me, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a large knight here and see what he wants to do. He's going to approach me from here and probably go into... or not. Well, we're looking to build today. So to do that, we'd probably want to play on the large side of the board. This and this are currently largest. I could go here into here, it's kind of small. I will take my extension instead. Now we have an enclosure and an extension playing on the large side of the board. Should be fine. Okay, he's taking a 2 space. 3-3 is still vulnerable. That is completely true. However, we are looking to build. Only question is, do we want to try to build aggressively or defensively? I don't know. If I want to try to build aggressively, I could go here, try and get a wall, and then pincer to build by attacking. That would be completely valid. Instead, I think I'm going to simply split him by playing on, once again, the largest side of the board. So he's playing a little bit of strange moves. Strange moves, a little strange. And I'm just choosing not to care about that right now. That's all. I'm taking this thing one step at a time. Like, what do we know about basics? Trying to adhere to them. Now, I've got Miai extensions here and here, and as long as I understand that, I think I can go and approach him. I have to be mindful of these moves, though. As long as I'm mindful of these moves, it should be fine. Exactly. Things like those. I'll grab my extension. I can still attach into here. We're fine. This is absolutely a-okay as well. Now, at this point, I need to decide, do I want to play a tiger's mouth or do I want to simply jump? If I simply jump, I'm letting him connect underneath my stone. I don't like that so much. So what we're going to do, believe it or not, is we are going to... I feel like we're going to tiger. We are going to tiger. I almost talked myself out of it because of things that he could do, potentially. But I'm not going to let him do that. Alright, so our weakest stone group, whatever, is right here right now, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a small little break, I think, and poke at this? Because I could still do that. No, that's too aggressive. Tell you what. Out into the middle with shape. That's the weakest group on the board. We just defended it. Don't let him connect up, therefore I would never be able to attack him ever again. Not sure I'm ever going to, but if I don't disconnect, I don't have that option available to me at any point. This is Gote. If he plays here, we just play there, so it's completely fine. Which means we have Sente to keep on building. I like that. I like that a lot. So where's the next largest move? If we were playing territorially, I would say seal this off, and we probably just win the game flat out. Because we got a strong enclosure, extension, it's all good. But right now, we're trying to build. So what we're going to do is we are going to approach the next largest area, which is this area here. which threatens to expand ourselves. Alright. Jump out first. And now we want the middle, so we're going to go ahead and cap him. Don't worry about this shape. I hope he plays it, but don't worry about it. Now, I'm looking to surround him and build my largest area, which is this side here, right? So I'm going to play aggressively here to surround him. Even if it means some of my stones are going to die. I don't care. We're just going to aggressively surround. You guys would be angry with me, but think about letting him live. If I play here, he's dead. No! He might actually know what he's doing. Okay, he plays here now, and he connects. Good move, sir. Good move. That's a connection. Alright, I like it. We didn't kill him. I was nervous there for a minute. So now we're trying to build again, right? So where can he come in? He can come in from this side, right? From this group? So what we're going to do is we're just going to flat out cap that to build out into the center like this. We're identifying how he can reduce us. And we're just trying to say, you know what? You can't come in from that direction. Now we are under attack, so I'm going to play a couple of forcing moves, hopefully. Okay, yep. Not screwing around my group. I view this as an assault on my, I almost said character. I view this as an assault on my position, so we're just defending. No ifs, ands, or buts. Ladders work for me fine. Even if it didn't, I could play here and I'd be fine there as well. That one stone is small though, isn't it? Like, I was ready to play it, but then why am I defending one stone? Someone explain to me, why am I thinking about defending one stone? That's small. I almost got caught in my own problem. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. That's loud. I hear you loud and clear. That's tiny. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go and keep him out of the middle again. Keep him out of the middle. That's all we're doing. Just keep him out. Keep him out. Keep him out. Just keep him out. That's all we're doing. Now, here we get conflicted because we could totally kill this group. But instead, once again, we're going to surround it. To prove a point, I think. Are we really just going to surround it? That's questionable, dude. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. See, now, this is the danger of playing a building style. They get freaked out, they get desperate, and they just try to live in every space simultaneously, right? So the question is, what do you do? What you do is you maintain strength. Put pressure on them, give weak things shape, and don't create cutting points. Strengthening my stone. I don't even know. I'll play here, why not? Here's a question for you guys. Is this group alive right now? It's a question. It's a good question. Powerful question. Important question. I can play here in Sente, but if he draws back, there's that throw-in, right? Again, we're just surrounding him. This is an Atari. If he extends, I connect. So this group here is dead. And you see how we did it. We didn't play away. We're not getting distracted. We're maintaining nice, calm, solid play. We can play here because if I drop down here, he dies. That should be fine. I can threaten this group now, make sure my corn is alive. I will let this one live. Just for the point. Just to prove the point. On building. This one was obviously too much, because he has this group and this group. Our group is fine, so we go back to building. Oh, I don't want to play this. If I play this, he should know he's not alive. Tell you what, if I play this one, he should get this one in, and this one in, and then he's alive. I really like games like this for instructional purposes, because it shows you the strength of knowing where the larger moves are. You know? Like, because I'm not getting bogged down with little things. Like, a lot of people would say you should have killed that. Like, you know you could kill it, you should have killed it. I could, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, there's over 40 points here, so technically this area was larger than this kill. You know, just by numbers. Just by numbers. Again, we're just keeping them out. I don't care about this stone. This one stone is small. This middle area is where it's at. And you see how we're always dropping back into table shapes? Like, we tabled this. We tabled over here. Such a strong shape, that table shape. I don't know where to play right now. I'm going to go with this one. He's probably going to cut me. It's fine, we just play here, I think. Now we connect, we have faith in the table. Strengthening up. No weak points here. Elephant eye. We know about the elephant eye shape, so we're going to poke at it. Again, we're poking, and we're getting rid of his ability to make anything here. Not going to Hane, I'm just going to strengthen myself. I don't know where to play right now because he can't make it 2 eyes. I guess I'll just play Tengen. Make sure he can't get dogs, whatever the heck that's called from here. Okay. Atari me now? Right. Extend? Right. We're not going to play this one because we're already falsifying that one. You see how that works? This is already false, so we're going to drop down instead. I'm not really sure where to play right now, to be honest. I don't know, maybe the Atari? I guess I can take. You can Atari me, but I don't know where that's gonna go. Alright, I'm gonna take, but this is not a co. If he takes back, I'm gonna connect. You always take once, even if you don't want to actually fight the co, just so they spend a move elsewhere to strengthen you in order to retake. Like, even if you have no intention of fighting it, the fact that they have to play that strengthening move means you manage to profit. Make sure he can't do any weird shenanigans here. Unfortunately, he did not give me what I was looking for, but that's okay too. I didn't actually need to play that, by the way. If he plays here, I play there, and then he, like, tigers, and I go there. Like I said, this is already false. Like I said, it's already false. So I'm just going to go ahead and strengthen, connect up. We take because the retake threatens the double Atari. But he can't go through here. This looks like the next large move. We'll table it again if he plays it. It strengthens the connection here and ensures that he has nothing else that he can go and threaten us with. Then we back out. Table shapes are amazing. It is crazy how often they are played in a game and how strong they are. You know? This might not have been a good table, but I played it anyway. I'm on a bit of a table high right now. Simple connections. Now, when you, like I mentioned, when you do this whole building style, a lot of the time, yeah, you are going to have to kill people because they're going to try to invade. Just look at what we see in this game right now. He played 1 invasion, 2 invasion, 3 invasion. He played 3 separate invasions just to try and reduce us. He wasn't thinking how much he needed to invade. He just tried to get rid of all of it. That's never a good thing. You can't get rid of all of what your opponent's doing. You're making points, you're making points, they get to make points as well. That's just how the game works. If you overextend, then maybe you'll die and have no points. That's not a good place to be in. That teaches the wrong thing. Because that teaches the other idea that, well, you know, maybe if I was just better at life and death, then I would have been able to live everywhere. Now, that's not where you need to be at. That's not where you want to be at all. Let's go ahead and block that one like so. Take a moment to make sure I know what's going on in the game. I'm cut. This is all connected. So I guess we're in endgame. I'll poke here. I think this could theoretically... No, it actually can't be killed because he's got this emergency move. Because of the cut. So he could connect up this way. That's okay. That is A-okay. So where can he play next? Not really anywhere. To be honest, he should be resigning. I mean, there's a double Atari here, right? I don't know. I guess I can take. So if he does this, I can just go ahead and connect. So to reiterate, this is an not an IGS, a KGS 5Q. And a pretty good example of how to build, even against something strange, even against, you know, some pretty strange moves. Pretty strange moves. Top one, this into that. Pretty strange, pretty strange. But unfortunately, they're also pretty slow, because he didn't play, like, these 2 moves and this one, like, at the beginning of the game. Like, 3 moves in the corner is pretty slow for the beginning, for, like, the early 50, 40, 30-ish moves, something like that. Corners are larger. Sides are larger. Alright, let's go ahead and review. So he faces us, we face him. Bad. This should be here to make things nice and simple, or even here, make things nice and simple. The fact that he's facing me, I mean, I could, maybe he wants to mirror. I don't really, maybe he wants a mirror game. I'm not really sure what he wanted. IS enclosed, he super extended. Enclosure plus extension is really great to get. Now you could say, but what if he gets his enclosure plus extension? Then we'll block this way, and then there's still like huge invasion points up here, and we should be fine. Because this is not where he wants the enclosure. Like if you picture enclosures as walls, which way do you want the wall facing? You want the flat of the wall facing where you want the extension, and that's not where this wall is. This wall is facing this way. This wall isn't facing this way. My wall is facing here, so this is where we want to go. This, now it's facing here, so we go ahead and split. He should just go ahead and enclose right now and be happy. He did not. He played there, which let us take this in. So now his territory is here, where our potential is there. It's hard to do. He maybe could have attacked me, but I don't think he would be able to attack for very long. A little bit passive, but, you know, whatever. Better to come out. That way you're never surrounded. This would be a much, much better move than what he played. Got the extension, we cap. Some of you might be saying, but what about this move? To which I would respond, yeah, what about it? Or you might say, well, what about this? Oops. What about this move? Again, who cares? Again, who cares? Not a threat. Not a threat. Here we're enclosing and building. Keep in mind, this is a lot to build. This is like really all we need to build. This isn't quite, you know, how much territory we're going to get here, but look how much we're threatening. Look at the threat here. Just look at the threat. We're threatening, like, let's say... I'm cheating. Let's say we're threatening 40 points. It's a little bit of a stretch, but that's pretty big when we also have an enclosure, another extension on the board. When this has to run, and it might give us even more. Like, where does he have the 40 points? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18? It's not that. We had to borrow from both corners to try to equal that. Now you could say, what if he'd cut you, and Atari'd you, and gone through? And my answer would have been the same. He gets this, I get this potential. I'm down with that exchange. Just give up a little stone, didn't matter. When you're playing for like large influence in building games, you want to surround things. Sometimes it's going to come at a cost of a couple of your stones. And that's to be okay, that's to be paid. I like that he found that. That was good. I was worried that this would die. Because this emphasizes really nicely what we're going after. And here is an important point too. Like, he's coming out, we're not even behind enemy lines yet, but we're not getting greedy. Because we feel like we're ahead. Therefore, what he needs to do is find a weak group to attack and really start hitting it. Make some magic happening. You can only make magic happen if you've got Aji and weak groups that you can chase. So, we look at this group. This is the weakest. This is the weakest. You can try and do some kind of, like maybe he can do some sort of... I don't know, maybe do some sort of poking, maybe some kind of leaning, and trying to surround, like, forget all of that. There's no reason to even read out that variation. No reason to be in that situation to begin with, ever. So we're just gonna go, screw that. We're just gonna surround. We're not surround, we're gonna, well, or accidentally surround, but we're just gonna connect. Right? Connection's good. That way, can't counterattack me. My weakest group is taken care of. If I get Sente again, I can keep building. I got no things to worry about. This though was big. I almost made weird shapes here to try and not have problems, but you can see, even still, we got some issues. Because we're tempted to save the one stone, even though it's small. So we played large instead. And here we're just locking him out. And from here, it's pretty straightforward. Only thing to be careful of is some people would be like, well, I want to save this stone, and well, I'm going to save that, and then maybe that cut is a thing. It's like, why? That stone didn't matter. The outside's more important. So that comes first. Outside comes first. This stone died, oh well. Easy kill. Gave us Sente so we can live, and that's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. She dead now. Technically, we also could have played here. And then maybe try to do something on the top of the board. 2, 4, 6. I don't know. It's possible, right? I can envision ways on that could possibly die. But we didn't do that because there's no reason to. And the rest is as I mentioned. So I hope you enjoyed this wonderful building game against a KGS 5Q. I wanted to play on what people usually regard as the strongest server for Q play, which is usually not Foxy or Taigem, unless you're playing a Sandbagger. But where will you find one of those? But yeah, on KGS. KGS is usually regarded as having the strongest Q, so I wanted to build against the strongest Qs to show why knowing direction and all these wonderful things super important. So hope you enjoyed this basics video. As always, I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.